Oh, hey, hi, hello, everyone. Welcome to this wonderful space place with this face and also this other face that's also here. If you don't know who I am, hello, my name's Maria, also known as Happy Capster, everywhere the internet happens to be. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm here with a fantastic creator of TTRPGs and other such shenaniganeries, Meghan!
Hi!
Hi, you're the whole reason we're here today.
Oh God,
it's
the
you.
pressure. The pressure. Hi, I'm Megan. I use she, her pronouns, and I am found at Meghan FTW everywhere internet is sold.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah.
Meghan has created a wonderful new TTRPG game called Weeds in the Waste. It's coming to Kickstarter very soon, October 1st. So if you haven't already, please go wish list it, follow it, whatever it is these days.
No.
Because you too could get one that's like this, or like the digital one that you can see elsewhere on the screen. I've looked through this already, so I've been I haven't read through it, but I've looked through it, and y'all, I'm so excited. But Meghan, I have a question before we jump into this. What inspired you to make this game?
Oh, so I wrote this game initially. A friend of mine was running a game jam, and it was the Welcome to the Apocalypse jam. And for whatever reason, when I saw that prompt, I was like, I want to make a game about gardening. I don't know what bridge my synapses made to make that thought, but like I wanted the big thing about Weeds in the Waste is it's a game about hope in spite of things that seem hopeless and creating things in a space where it seems like creation is impossible. And that's, I guess, what stuck out to me, like when I was thinking of like writing a game about the apocalypse, is I want to create a game about what comes after, and a game about like hope in defiance of everything else that says that you should not be hopeful. So yeah, and yeah, so I just sat down and
so then you just did it. So then you just do it, and then that's it. It's that easy, everybody. You just got to do it. It's so delightful. The first thing that popped into my mind was a reworking of Powered by the Apocalypse, just gardening by the apocalypse, and I just think that would be really cool. Somebody get on that.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I want to read the quote that's on the inside of the book, and then then it's up to you to get us into this game and to tell us what the heck we're doing.
Okay.
Firstly, I'm going to show it to people because it's freaking gorgeous. Expect more of that in the rest of this book, but this is a quote by Henry David Thoreau. Though I do not believe that a plant will spring up where no seed has been, I have great faith in a seed. Convince me that you have a seed there, and I am prepared to expect wonders.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of the game, is just we're gonna plants equal hope, and plants equal the future, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yay.
So jumping in, so Weeds in the Waste is a GM-less game because hello, it was a game created by me. It's designed as a solo game because hello, written by me. But as with most of my solo games, they can be pretty easily adapted to be played with more than one person.
Like today.
Where we're going to be playing it collaboratively, because telling stories is always more fun when you're telling stories with somebody else. So, the bulk of the game is going to be us tending our garden, but before we can tend our garden, we need to do a little world building in the form of determining what our wasteland is, because the apocalypse in a post-apocalyptic wasteland can take many forms, and then determining who we are as the gardener of this garden in the wasteland. So, the wasteland world building questions are: what was the world ending event that created the wasteland? How long ago did it occur? What are two distinguishing features of the wasteland? And what is the biggest threat here? I immediately had two very different ideas. So I can pose them to you, and then you.
Yes. Because I had an idea, but I want to see what yours are and see if we can.
Yeah. So my
them.
first idea was like a second ice age, like a Snowpiercer type. Second ice age. My second idea was that something has happened and the outside is uninhabitable, so everybody that like survived the apocalypse is now like in sprawling like tunnel cities like under the earth.
Ooh.
That was my other idea.
Ooh. See, mine was just like there's just water everywhere. Ooh. I really like the underground tunnel-y type City of Ember Fallout 76 vibes. I like that, where not only do you not have the familiarity of the outside world, there's not really an outside. Also, you don't have the sun or any kind of like natural light from that aspect. That sounds sad. I like that one.
Yep.
Great. So our wasteland
is underground.
Underground.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been like solar flares scorched everything up, or it could just be like the air is too bad and like you can't breathe the air.
Yeah, and things weren't growing and people weren't living and like all that stuff maybe. Yeah, either one of those. I don't necessarily think that it's important to really denote what happened.
It's just to know that
it says a world-ending event. Yeah. But like the specificities of an environmental-ish related thing.
Yes.
Could it have been made by us? Probably. Made the surface completely uninhabitable for whatever reason. We're probably not the first people to have been down here, but we're definitely one of them, and there's nobody else who lives above the ground anymore. Everybody's down here.
Yeah, like I think as far as like how long ago did it occur, I feel like maybe like if we have always been down here, maybe like people like our parents' age remember outside.
Yeah,
but, like,
so there's that like
we've never lived with outside, but there are people that
that are pining towards
that remember.
Remembering it. Yeah. So it's been so our generation only knew
we only know the
underground, the tunnels, the tunnels. And our parents and older remember. And what's the word I had a very good word, very good sad word. I'm gonna say they remember and they regret, honestly, because I think it was partially.
There's no way that people didn't have like a giant hand in.
Yeah, either in making it or in failing to prevent.
Yeah,
can be both. Why not both?
Yes.
Currently both. Currently both, correct. So two distinguishing features of the wasteland. Wet.
I mean,
not. I think it's wet. I think it's like damp.
Oh yeah,
It's a ding dang damp. It's underground. It's sog. Yeah, it's not like it's not like sopping, but like it's not dry.
Like it's never fully dry.
Yeah.
Not great for people who have asthma or other such breathing problems, which is also like, I imagine there isn't a, one of the questions in the next section is how many people, like, if there are a bunch of people, like, I don't think there are a lot of people left. Like, I think that this is...
Yeah, at least not here, not where we are.
Right, like, there may be, it's probably, like, one of those, like, oh, like, I've heard that there are other...
It's a Fallout situation for sure.
Exactly. Like, oh, there's another settlement all the way over there that's got a ton of people and they've got XYZ.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you'll never know if it's there or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we have a damp atmosphere.
I mean, it's dark, like, and it's dark. Like,
yeah, it is dark. Yeah. I do feel like there's some kind of like a phosphorescent, like, algae or mushroom type something.
Like,
that
I don't think it's like pitch black all the time, but I feel like it's like just barely lit. Like you can see, but it's not bright. It's like seeing by candlelight or by like flashlight when the power is out type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, your eyes would explode if you saw the sun again. Like, if you just went out into the sun type of thing. Because you just get so used to everything being dim.
Dark and dim. Yeah, exactly. Especially if we grew up this way, then our eyes have only been acclimated to this kind of light.
Yeah.
How sad. How great. How lovely.
So, yeah, it's not depressing.
Good.
It gets hopeful. It gets hopeful. This is a game about hope, but we start by making it really sad.
If anybody has seen Megan and I play any of Megan's games, we default to sadness. We like a spicy sad.
Yep. I feel like the biggest threat, like, it feels kind of like a cop-out, but I also feel like it feels correct to be like just lack of, like, the biggest threat is like starving. Yeah. Because there's only so many. That was my second choice.
Yeah, I was thinking either like running out of resources or having, like, because we're underground, there's a higher chance of like the tunnels collapsing.
Yeah.
Or things like that. I feel like I feel like
it's
that's
like, you're going to bed every night, like, not knowing if your sleeping area is going to cave in the middle of the night.
Correct. I think that's a scarier threat than starvation. So starvation's bad, yes.
Yeah.
But
the uncertainty of, like, at literally any second, everything could come crashing down. Like, yeah, that's a terrifying thing to live with, hanging over your head.
Okay, so I'm gonna write it down as the uncertainty of not knowing when, not knowing when the tunnels will collapse.
Yeah.
How terrible.
Yeah, great. This is
good. Good
game.
Good game. All right, us gardeners.
Yes.
How did we come to be tending the garden? How did we come to... Okay, well, here's the questions. I'll read them since I have them. How did you come to be tending the garden? Are you alone in this place? Spoilers, we're not, because we at least have each other. What is your most distinctive physical feature, and what is your most notable non-physical feature? Okay, so I think the first question that I think we kind of answered already, are you alone in this place? We kind of established that we're not alone, but there's not a lot of people.
A lot of people
here.
Yeah.
Not alone, but also not a lot.
Yeah. Not alone, but barely.
But only just.
Yeah.
I'll make a little note that there might be others. Out there somewhere. Out there, ... somewhere.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, I had an idea for the first question.
Uh-huh.
So, what if like a tunnel collapsed one day and
Mm-hmm.
like picking through the rubble, like there was just like a seed in like the rubble that collapsed like from
Oh, just like a
the
little
outside.
sprout?
Just
Like a
like,
tiny little
yeah,
sprout?
like, and it just, and like we just like stumbled upon this little sprout and we're like,
Mm-hmm.
what do we do with this?
What is this?
What is this? And the answer is
Yeah.
probably like you throw it away because it's not going to grow down here. And then we're like, no, like we're gonna find like a little secret place.
Is this a kind of secret garden then?
Secret garden?
Secret garden?
I think so.
How that's so cool.
And not like, and maybe not necessarily like keeping it to ourselves type of thing,
Yeah.
but more like it's a secret because we don't want people to know that we're trying something that is like impossible.
Yeah, I kind of like that mentality of like we're not keeping it secret out of spite or selfishness. We're keeping it secret because we don't want to give people hope if there's none there.
Right.
Until we have something established.
Until we have something to show, and then we can be like, look,
Exactly.
everyone, we've been doing this thing.
Yeah.
And there's life here.
Yeah. I like that. I like the idea, honestly, that maybe we're like young, like
Aww.
preteen teens. Like we're basically kids. Because I think in that aspect, exactly. Kids are gonna save the world.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So we're you know, and also it fits. We're those tweens, and we're because that also fits with the idea of like, well, maybe we started doing this because a grown-up told us we couldn't do it. And then we decided and we figured out like, oh, actually, hey, we can do something that no one else can do, because that's how the kids do it these days.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
So tweens, I have in all caps and underlined. Also, if you hear any soft thumping, my cat's here to help me garden. And he's rubbing his face on the microphone. Hello, buddy. Are you gonna help us build a garden? Yeah?
Yes,
this is my baby, everybody. Welcome to the video, buddy. Okay, bye. Okay, so we're tweens down here underground. Most distinctive physical. Okay, so I think these can be like slightly individual.
Yes.
I think for me, my most distinctive physical feature is, because of growing up underground, I think I have really good eyesight. So like most people can see kind of in like the kind of dim-ish lights, but then when it's like dark and can't really see, it's not dark it's not dark vision, everybody.
It's dark vision at 60 feet instead of at 30 feet.
Yeah. But my eyes are just a tiny bit bigger. The cone, I have a little bit, I can process a little bit more of that like very, very subtle light, so I can see a bit better than everybody else down here, which makes finding extra plants or seeds or good places to plant things a little bit easier.
Nice. And then I'm just going with the first thought that popped into my head because I'm a simple human, and I think that I have like really, really bright ginger hair, which is like in a place where things are very dim and probably very like sepia toned.
Yeah.
It stands out to have like really bright colored hair.
Yeah, especially since like it's a natural natural red.
Yeah.
I also realized I was trying to denote between the two of us which one was which, and I put M's, and I was like, wait a minute, hang on. Wait a minute. I'm not used to being in a call with someone else who starts with an M.
Me and Ma.
Okay. I love that you've got ginger hair. It's so cute.
And I think most notable non-physical feature, I think. I think that I'm just like, the only way I could think to phrase it is just like really intuitive. Like one of the, like when you meet like a kid who you're just like, you are so much older than you are. Like when you just like meet a child and they're just the wisest human that you've ever met, and you're like, how is this possible? Like you were just born. I think it's that kind of thing. Like just like very, just like, I have no reason to be as wise as I am, because I literally grew up in a tunnel under the ground.
Yeah.
But
good. Most notable non-physical feature. I think the most notable thing for me is depending on who you talk to, it's called different things. If you talk to some of the elders, they would call it stubbornness. If you asked me, it would be persistence. Not giving up when people tell you that you can't do a thing or shouldn't do a thing until it is proven otherwise.
Yes.
Which can be both. It's the most notable. It doesn't mean it has to be good.
Oh yeah, like. All right. So now we've done that, we can start the game proper.
What do you need to play this game?
So to play Weeds in the Waste, what you need is 2d6s, something to write on, something to write with, and a grid, a 6x6 grid, which is our garden.
You can like this one over here somewhere?
And then also, so with the Weeds in the Waste Kickstarter, in the back of the zines, there are some blank grids to use, but also, what I'm most excited about for this Kickstarter is that all of the copies will come with a dry erase board that is a 6x6 grid.
Get my ASMR tappy tappies on here.
So that you can play and just erase it and reuse it without having to use a lot of paper or draw your own grid. So one of these will come with every copy of the zine.
Do they have different designs on them?
I think it's going to end up being all of this one. That one was like a prototype one, but they're probably going to...
Don't look. This one's mine, everyone. You're not allowed to see.
But then there is a pocket on the back cover of the zine.
Oh, look at this shiny pocket. It goes right in there, and then
the board just slides right in.
It just goes in there. And if you give it a little squish, it sticks pretty well in there too. So
yeah, and it doesn't make it very heavy, and it stays right in. So,
ta-da!
I'm very, I've never been more excited about anything than I've been about these little whiteboards, and I hope that y'all are too, because I'm obsessed.
Yes.
So, the gameplay itself is fairly straightforward. 6x6 grid. Basically, what we are doing is we are playing tic-tac-toe with 2d6s.
Oh, all right.
So we are, to start the game, we will plant 3 sprouts, 3 seedlings to begin. They're over on the side. So they can go anywhere on the grid as long as they are not adjacent to one another. So if you want, I'll place one, and if you want to move, place two. You can do that. So we're gonna...
I just need access to be able to move on.
Oh, refresh your thing because I gave you GM access after. I think you were already in there. Okay. But if you refresh, you should be good.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Cool. And then while you're
me in the future, just it's perfect. Everything's perfect. It's almost perfect. Hang on. Now it's perfect. Okay, so I can put it anywhere, right?
Yes, as long as it's not in a
non-adjacent.
Space touching. Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, it can go wherever you want. It just
I did it. I moved the seedling.
One more. We get 3. So you can do one more.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So this is our starting garden. Look how beautiful. So Weeds in the Waste is played in seasons starting in spring. No matter the season, life in the wasteland is harsh and inhospitable, and no matter how hard you try, spots in the garden will wither and nothing can be grown there. So what we do is to determine the spots that are going to wither each season, we roll 2d6. So do you have... So roll 2d6.
I have some
Literally
dice.
All of my dice are in the other room because I was playtesting a game that I wrote over the weekend that required a ton of dice.
Wow, Megan writing another game? Who would have thought? Not here. All right, I rolled 2 1s. That's fine.
Okay, so what that means, so you roll 2d6s and you use the values to find the corresponding spot on the grid. With 2 1s, that's easy. The spot is going to be spot 1 1, which is right here.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
If it's two different values, so if you'd rolled a 2 and a 5, we would either cross off.
Okay, so you could start
2,
like
row 5,
or column 5,
or column 5, row 2. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So we mark it with an X, and that means that spot is withered and no plants are able to grow in that spot. So we do that 3 times during the round. So we'll do it again.
Yeah. Oh. 4. Well, all right.
So 4. So that's this guy right over here. Okay.
Nice. Let's do it again. Nope. 3 1. So this is the one where we can do either the third one on the top row or the third
first
one in the
on
first
third row.
column.
So
okay.
I'll let you pick that.
Let's do it here.
Okay. All right. So now our plants have withered. So now that the plants have withered, so you repeat that 2 more times until you have 3 withered boxes on the grid, which is what we have. Each season will also see new growth as our hard work pays off and our garden grows. So we will place 3 new plants on the grid, connected orthogonally. So that's not diagonally. So it's either like right above or next to or directly under existing non-withered plants. So the overall goal of the game is to have as many plants as possible. The amount of plants that we have at the end of the game determines what our outcome is. And if we are able to fill an entire row, either a horizontal or vertical row, if we're able to fill with plants, then that row becomes safe and the plants can't be withered.
Oh my god, I have a goal now.
So that's the goal, is we want to so I'm going to put a new seedling here.
The pictures. Listen, I'm a plant person. The pictures in this book, like, these are the instructions that we just went through, everybody. It's just so pretty. Like, I want to color all of these can't.
Do it. It's your book. But yeah, so we're gonna sprout off of each, off of each seedling. So I put one down
and it has
here.
to be the base seedling, right? So like I couldn't build off of the second.
Yeah, so we have to go off of
the base.
Yeah, it's one per like seedling clump.
Gotcha.
And it just can't be diagonal, so you can put
it just has to be like cardinal directions.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Great. Then I'm gonna actually I'm gonna go here.
And then I'm gonna go here. Okay. All right.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
So once we've completed withering and sprouting for the season, which we've done, it's time for reflection. Each season has a set of questions based on the events of the season. So we'll refer to the list and answer each question, or answer the question for each event that has happened. And when that's done, we move on to summer and we do it again. So our reflections for spring. So what happened was we had 3 first-time withers, which means a plant didn't die, a space didn't wither twice. These are all first-time bad spots. So our reflection question for spring with 3 first-time withers is, how do you stay hopeful in spite of the harsh conditions of the wasteland?
I think for me, I think it's out of defiance, honestly. It's I growing up with stories of this like magical sounding place that doesn't really sound great, but it makes the older folks in this place so sad but also happy to think about. Keeping not that we're gonna go back there, but trying to keep that in mind of I want to make sure that is something they can have here, because they don't right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what keeps
Hope
feeding.
Is defiance.
Yeah. Hope is defiance in the face of peril or anything, really. Despair. There it is. Hope is defiance in the face of despair. Haha.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of similar for me, but it's more like when I walk away from the garden, it becomes easier to think that it's hopeless, but then as soon as I'm back and seeing like these plants that are actually sprouting in this place, like that's what keeps the hope alive, is that like just being able to see that something is happening makes it so much easier to stay hopeful.
Yeah, and especially since it's not just these things that we put in the ground, it's that these things that we put in the ground are now making their own things, even without our help.
Right. Like it's growing.
Yeah. God, this is gonna be a game that makes me cry again. Dang it!
Okay.
Meghan back on her BS. Let's go.
Yeah. That implies I ever got off of my BS.
All right.
All right. So now it's summertime. Oh, my dogs are really worked up.
Listen, there's one thing that persisted even when the apocalypse came, and it's pets. We still got them. They're still here.
Yep. But now we move into summer. Yeah. So we're gonna do it all again. So we're gonna roll our 2d6s to wither our spots.
Yeah. Double ones again. So it's the same spot.
Okay. So that becomes a red X.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does that
Because so if a spot withers 3 times, then the game is over.
Oh no. Oh God. Okay, great. Oh no, I don't want to roll anymore now. Oh God.
So what triggers the end game is either one spot has been withered 3 times, a full horizontal or vertical row has been withered, or there are no free places left to grow new plants. Those are the 3 different ways that the game can end.
Okay, great.
So
So we could end now, is what you're saying. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna roll these one at a time because now I'm scared. Okay, we got a 6, so this is fine.
Okay,
6 and 1. So it was almost really scary.
all right, so do we want to go?
Oh no!
Either go bottom left or top right.
Ooh, they're both poopy.
I know.
Let's go top right because I'm scared.
Okay.
I don't want 3 in one column. That would be bad.
All right.
That was only twice. Dang, that's only twice?
Yeah.
All right, 3 and 1. This one just keeps rolling ones. Oh no.
All right. So I would say go.
The one that's not marked.
The one that's not. Yeah. The one that's not going to be.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
Well, now we make more plants.
Yeah.
So,
now we do that. So we can build off of any of these now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I went there. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go here.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
And I will go here. Okay. So, just like with spring, so we have
we had 2 first-time withers.
All right, so the prompt we will
withers.
be answering then is going to be a second-time wither is the one that we are answering.
Oh, okay, because we got the red X.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
So, do you ever feel confined by your responsibility to your garden?
Ooh, it's so funny because it's not like it's not a garden that somebody told us to tend. It's one that we decided to do. I think a little bit, especially during like this period of time where we're seeing spots, like things are still growing. And by we, I mean me. This is the period of time where like things are still growing, but it feels like it's kind of plateauing a little bit. If anybody grows plants, there's a point in a plant growth where it just feels like nothing is happening. No matter what you're doing to it or what you're doing around it, nothing is changing. Nothing's getting worse, but nothing is like nothing's happening. And I think that's where I'm at in this moment. So I think in this moment, it feels more like a chore than it is a. There's a little loss of purpose, like losing focus of the reason why this was important in the first place. I think that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, and I think in contrast, I kind of think of it as like this is like nobody else but us could do this. I think is kind of what it is. Like if not us, who?
Yeah.
So I don't think that I don't think I feel confined by that. I think that makes me feel like empowered because it's like we are doing this thing that nobody else said that.
Yeah, we're superheroes basically.
Yeah. So
yeah. We're doing magic. We're doing underground plant magic.
We really are. We are growing plants. We are growing a garden in a tunnel underground.
Mm-hmm. So good.
All right.
God, this game is so good.
All right, time to wither again.
Oh no, it's time to cry, is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
All right, you ding dang dice.
We're doing pretty good. We've got a good amount of
dice.
plants.
All right, there's a 2 and a 5. 2 and 5.
All right, I say that we should put it second column, 5th row.
Down here.
Yeah, because we've got the makings of a potential full row.
Yeah.
In row 2.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I say yeah. Yeah. 6 and 3.
Okay.
Well, there's one place I don't want to put it, and it's down here. I don't want to put it on the plant. Right, yeah. So I guess we're gonna have to do it over here and be sad about it.
Yep.
That's okay.
These are the choices.
Listen, we gotta protect the plants that we have. Mm-hmm. And the only reason that I would say we gotta squanch a plant is because there's other plants that need to be growing. Yeah. So it's fine. That was only 2. Dang it.
That was 2. Yep.
Jeez. Uh-oh. That's a 1. Oh, and a 2. Okay. 1 and a 2. I vote this one, even though it's really scary.
Yep, I agree. All right.
Okay, now the part that's very good and makes me happy. I'm going to put one in the corner here.
And I'm going to put one right here. So,
we got safety plants.
So we have safety plants. All those plants are safe. And then we get to do one more. Which I'm going to put here.
Okay. Good.
All right. So 3 first-time withers again. So now we are in fall. So our reflection question. Ooh, actually, we get 2 reflection questions because we had 3 first-time withers and a row of plants was made safe.
Ooh. Oh, I love that.
So yeah, so it compounds depending on what has happened in that.
I like
season.
that.
So first
I do love, as an aside, I do love that the springtime is just answering one question. But I guess, like, if you play it through multiple seasons, I suppose. The first time you do it, it's just one question.
Right. And then it kind of builds depending on what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 first-time withers, so fall. How did you learn to accept withers rather than futilely attempt to combat them?
I think
I asked the stubborn tween gardener.
Yeah, well, I think that there was a lot of like frustration. I'm imagining like in pretty much any shonen anime, like school life anime, where the kind of hot-headed one gets like really mad and just starts like clawing at the ground and like punching the ground, where things like the ground keeps withering and drying up and all that sort of stuff. At the start of all of this, when like the witherings were just happening, and much like an anime, there was growth, and then there was growth, you know. So I think by this point, it's a shift in viewpoint of it's because these parts are withering. It's not terrible. What it is now I can focus even more on keeping these other plants be alive and fruitful. And yes, it's not great that this part is not no longer usable, but look at all these other things that are doing so well.
Right.
So I think there's a change in perspective as far as like I go.
Yeah. And I think my answer is more nebulous, which is together. Like, I think we help one another because we are kind of at two ends of a spectrum, like in that regard, that like I just want to understand and like want to know why more so than just like reacting very emotionally to it. But I think that like together we are able to be like, we need to learn when to let these spaces go and focus on what is actively growing, because that's what needs our attention, rather than trying to make life where life can't be made.
Yeah.
And then our question for fall with a row of plants being made safe is, who, if anyone, do you share the spoils of your garden with?
Who? Okay, so I think this then is the point where we actually like share that. It's at least like partially sustainable. Like this row is, we figured out a way to make it so that it's going to persist. Yeah. It's going to stay
that's
around.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah. So, I mean, of course we share it. I would share it with everyone. I would say, hey, remember that time where you said we couldn't do anything? Well, check this out.
Who's the dumb kid now?
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Everybody's got it.
Be like, look what we've done.
Yeah. This is ours. No, you can't touch it. But we'll share.
We're gonna keep doing this, but we'll share.
Yeah. We're gonna do it to help everyone, but also, it's ours.
We're not gonna tell you where our garden is, but we'll bring you stuff from it.
I think that, I guess, yeah, I don't think that it's, I think you're right. I don't think we share where it is. But yeah, I definitely think that we do share, like, hey, we made some stuff happen. And we're gonna make sure it works before we
right.
Keep doing it. But yeah. Good.
All right. Now it's the scary time again.
Oh, that's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna copy and just paste a bunch of black X's so that we have some more. All right, there we go. Now we have
good.
Good. I don't like it. I'm scared. All right. 6, 2. So we could put it on the bottom row and it's not going to do anything, right?
Yeah.
A 6 and a 2. Take that. Ha ha.
Okay.
Great. Another 6 and a 3.
Wham.
5 double 5s. So right here.
All right. So then we will answer.
Well, we got to plant more plants.
Yeah. Oh, we got to plant more plants. That's right.
Make our plants bigger, better. Hiya! Another one.
Nothing.
And then where's our third one?
Go.
Where we're gonna go?
All right. So we have 2 questions again. We have the row of plants is made safe, and a safe plant survives a wither. Which I've said wither so many times now, and now it doesn't sound like a word anymore. So a row of plants is made safe. How are you able to prepare your garden to survive the wasteland's harsh conditions?
Good
Oh,
drainage.
Yeah,
Because keeping it from getting too soggy.
Mhm. Like I feel like in this setting, like there's a lot of like I feel like heat lamps are a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that we've borrowed heat lamps to both kind of replicate sunlight and keep the ground dry enough so that it doesn't
even though we don't really know what sunlight is.
But we do know wet.
We do
bad.
know that warm, wet bad and warm is good. Warm is nice.
So it's
and
like
we kind of just
like
accidentally pieced it together.
And we are just I think a lot of it was accidental because we don't know how to cultivate plants, but we do know how humans like to be.
Yeah.
And then our other question is what do you do to bring yourself joy when the lonely days stretch on? I think I talked to the plants.
I was literally gonna say I like take naps under the heat lamps next to the plants. Like I'm imagining, because we have 2 rows now. And like one of these I kind of imagined like it's a weird mix of things of like edibles and flowers and like just the things that we could find. And I like to imagine like in the bottom corner, it's mostly just like wildflowers or like, similar things of that nature. And so like I just end up sleeping around that corner where the heat lamps are, and it's just the smell of these flowers and everything.
I love that a lot.
And I don't know why it feels so good, but it sure does. I know why. I do. Plants.
Yes. Oh, I love it. These good kids and their
We
good
had
plants.
this a whole year.
Yeah, a whole year we've kept it. So now we're back at spring again.
We're back in spring.
We're doing it.
We're doing it, Peter. Oh, that's a 1. Uh-oh. 6. Oh, wait, we can just pop that. Wait a minute. We can just pop that down. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's fine, everyone. 3 and 4. Oh, no.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 4.
So right here?
Yeah, it's either on a plant or, here.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can count.
And one more. Well, that's...
Yeah. Double 3s.
I find like playing this game, like having dice with the numbers and not the pips is helpful for me, because then I can like visualize the numbers better in my head.
We got double 3s, which is okay.
That's okay.
We have a spot for it, so it's fine.
Okay.
So we had 2 withers and then 1 plant that survived.
All right, so then we'll do the plant surviving, which is someone helps you tend your garden for a time. Who are they?
I think we finally get a grown-up to help us.
Yes.
We gotta get like a grandma or an abuela or something.
I was literally just about to say, I'm like, it's got to be somebody older who's like,
who knows plants.
Yeah, it's like
it has to be that way.
These adults are being too adult. Like you need to understand that these kids know what they're talking about.
Yeah. So we absolutely it's an elder.
And I think that they kind of are able to like give us some like pointer, be like, so like you've stumbled upon mostly the right thing, but like try like X, Y, and like,
yeah.
how about
Have you heard of fertilizer?
Yeah.
Hey, you know this little part where like the leaf is a little bit away? It's because you got some slugs.
Yeah.
They also like soggy things. Maybe we do something about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I just love that image because then it's like we get a confidence boost and the garden gets a boost. We're learning things.
We're learning. Ugh. Golly. Ugh. Ugh. So good.
All right.
Okay, all right. Everything is fine, everyone. Don't panic. It's just plants. 4 and 5. So we can put it here?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
3 and 2. I say we just put it in our safety zone and say we're the best gardeners ever.
Yep.
All right, 1 and 3. So we are gonna have a second wither for sure.
Okay.
Regardless of where we put it. So I'll leave it to you. You choose.
Yeah, I'll put it here.
Oh, it's 1 and 3. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Got it. We got it. I stole it from you.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna be planting stuff, but just so I can say it out loud, we had
a second time wither
and a plant surviving.
And a plant surviving. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Now we plant more.
Now we plant. I'm gonna put one. I think I'm gonna put one right next to where there was that second wither because I think that is tasty.
I'm gonna put one down here.
And then let's put one here.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
So
we are
in a second time wither.
Fall.
Yeah.
Are we in fall or are we in summer? Fall.
Let's see. We just did who?
We just did who helped you. Oh, spring. So we're in summer. Okay. So the second time wither question we did already answer for summer. So we will do a safe plant survives a wither for summer. Oh, I like this one. What does celebration look like in the wasteland?
Ooh. I don't think it's allowed. Partially for safety reasons, because we're underground.
Yeah.
But I do think that's one of the, I'm kind of tapping into a little bit of City of Embers, but that's one of the times where everyone brings out all of the things that can produce light, and the underground is just so, not like brilliantly lit up, but like going to a holiday light show essentially, where there's just twinkling lights everywhere. There's this soft glow throughout the entire place. And it doesn't necessarily make it like warmer, but it does make it brighter, and in so doing kind of brings in this feeling of a literal feeling of like brightness and a little bit of levity and positive vibes, so to speak.
Yeah, I love that. It doesn't make you physically warm, but it makes you warm
on the inside.
On the inside. Oh, I love that.
They call it Candlemas.
Oh,
Candle nights.
Candle nights. TM,
except not, because sorry, somebody else is too. Great.
All right.
We're setting ourselves up for tragedy, I can tell.
A little bit. That's okay.
All right, well, there's a 1 and a 6, so we're still okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 2 and a 6.
Okay.
Which is still okay.
Uh-huh.
And a 1 and 4.
Ooh, which is still okay.
Which is still okay. Oh. I like when our plants survive.
Yes, I do. This is real talk. I very rarely playtest my games. This game I playtested a lot, and this is probably the best I've ever done.
Huzzah!
Because yeah, I have not great luck, and I get a lot of withers in a row.
I think we were lucky in that we had 2 full rows.
Yes,
speaking of which,
that
I'm gonna
happened
put
pretty quick.
a boop one right there.
Okay, and I'm gonna do a boop, and then we get 1 more.
Hiya.
This game is gonna last exactly 2 seasons, 2 years, and I like that.
That's so nice.
Because the game will end. Because yeah, even
it'll
if we
end
don't
next time,
wither, it'll win next turn because we only have 2 more spaces for plants.
Yeah.
And all right, so a safe plant survived a wither in the fall. What renews your faith in your abilities as the caretaker of the garden?
I think it's the fact that somebody believed in us,
and not only it's Abuela.
Yeah, exactly. It's somebody believed in us, and not only that, they helped nurture us so that we could continue nurturing these plants.
Yeah, like it wasn't just like, I feel like we would get written off a lot. It's like, you're just kids, like you don't understand, like we are fighting for our lives down here, like we don't have time for your
there's something better that you can be doing. Yeah,
right. But somebody took the time to be like, no, like what you're doing matters.
It means it means something to you at the very least.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's take it home.
3 and 2.
All right, so that'd be a safe.
Ooh, it's it's not. Oh yeah, we could do safe.
Yeah.
Or
we can wither that plant.
I would like to wither a plant.
Okay.
Mostly because I want to answer a wither plant prompt.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. Bye, plant. It's okay. 3 and 2 again. I'll leave it up to you wherever you want to put it. We can have it in the safety zone, or we can double wither that spot.
Yeah, no, let's double wither because that's spicy.
Yeah. Not only does that plant go bad, it goes bad. Bad.
It goes real bad.
It goes real bad. One and 2.
So that would be a safety or a double wither. But if we do multiple second time withers, we can get a
I like
prompt.
this. I like that though. I like the multiple. I like that.
Okay.
Because not only do we get a plant withers, but we also get the second time withers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll finish up, right?
Yep.
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna put boop.
And we can't plant anything here now. This is just an empty spot.
We can't plant anything there.
No,
how tragic.
Just the one spot.
Oh no. Okay.
All right.
That's so sad. This is winter, right?
So it's winter. So for multiple second time withers, it's what pulls you back from the brink when you are feeling hopeless.
I think it's remembering the first seed that we found, the first little sprout, and remembering that even if all of this goes away, maybe someone somewhere will also find, maybe someone somewhere else has also found a little sprout, and maybe someone else was able to make it into something. So this isn't a waste, regardless.
Yeah. And I think for me, it's just I think that like things are still heavy and they feel hard and moderately hopeless, but I think that there's been like a shift in demeanor. Like I think that people feel a little more hopeful, and like you can kind of like tell like there's like been a shift in energy in just seeing that and knowing that it's because of what we did. It's like I need to keep going because this is what it's doing for other people. So like we believed when nobody did, and now that people believe in us, we have to keep believing in us too.
Which makes the second question that much more sad.
Yeah. Who tells you to give up, and why don't you listen to them?
I think at this point we try to act. We bring the people who told us that it was a waste of time. We bring them to this place. We bring them to the garden. The garden's no longer a secret now because we're bringing other people there. And instead of seeing all the things that we were able to grow, they see all of the plant that just got decimated, or the bunch of plants that got decimated, or the spaces where things don't grow. They see the failures instead of the very poignant success.
That's really good.
And I think because of that, at least for me, it's that persistence, it's that stubbornness, that says they don't see it. They can't see they obviously don't see what's going on here. And maybe they never will, but that's okay. This is our garden.
Right. And we saw it when it was nothing more than a seed with a little sprout coming out of it.
Yeah.
So it's I think some of it too is coming to terms with like some people just never will be able to see it for what it is.
Yeah.
But what matters is that we know what we're doing and we know the value of what we're doing.
We did that.
All right. So now we've triggered the end game because there are no more empty spots to sprout. So now we count the amount of sprouts in our garden, and that'll tell us what our end game is. So it's
21.
21? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I peaked, and it's the best we could possibly do.
Yeah.
It's 20 plus.
20 plus. All right. Do you want to read it?
Yes. You have done the impossible, which is so good. The garden grows beyond your wildest imagination, producing enough food not only to sustain you, but the small community that has begun to settle around you. Or that has always been here.
Or that's already there.
Yeah. Together, you all spend your days tending and cultivating the garden as it flourishes, despite the better efforts of the wasteland. For the first time since life in the wasteland began, there is hope. And then there's 2 questions that we get to answer. What do you name this place, and what will the legacy be for all those who come here? You know what's great is that we started this. How many? That was 2 seasons, so that's 2 years. So now we're officially teens.
Now we're teens.
We're like real teens now.
Capital R, capital T. Real teens.
Real teens. Which I think is so poignant that we grew with the plants that we were tending.
Where is this coming of age novel and how can I read it?
How can I have it as well?
How can I have it?
Oh God. That moment when they ask the kids to name the garden.
Yeah. Oh, here. Defiance. Just because that's what the garden is, or something in that vein, like something.
Yeah, because it's
like because this is growing in spite of literally everything. Like this should not have happened.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm looking up words. This is not the word. I don't know how to spell defiant because it seems to be the same as definite.
Defiant.
A-N-T. Got it. I do really like that I like excuse me. I see. I like the feeling of like the defiance, but also of the persistence of it being here. As kind of like my thinking for this is that it is both an homage to what it took to make this place, as well as a hope for the future.
Yeah. So yeah, like tenacity. Yeah, like perseverance, persistence.
Yeah. What do you name this place? Here's something. This is going to be the part that takes us longer than the actual game.
It's important.
It's important. Let's see. So, all right. I think that at some point I come up to you with a sign, like a little, it's not well made. It's just a piece of some kind of like board or something, and I've scribbled on it, and it's just like a little sign that we can put into the ground. But I show it to you, and it just says "Grounds for Hope."
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
And you can see that the S was added like after because there wasn't enough space, so it's just like a little S because they were going to be like ground for hope, and then they're like, wait, hang on a second. S.
Perfect. And what will the legacy be for all those who come here?
I don't think, and this is speaking for this now teen. I don't think they're thinking about that. But if we fast forward to after, maybe there comes a point in future generations where being underground is no longer a requirement. We see someone dig up a little plant from this garden and bring it up to the surface, and they plant it, and next to it is a beautiful sign, expertly crafted, that says grounds for hope. And then it like pans back, and it's this giant, sprawling, beautiful place that is filled with every kinds of greenery and beautiful, vibrant things.
I love
That's
it.
what I say.
Yeah.
Meh.
And that's the game.
That's the game. Doug Kwai.
So that's weeds in the waste.
That's weeds in the waste, and it can be even more sad. Oh,
yes, we got the happy.
ending.
We got the happy end. There are varying levels of success depending on how many plants you catch. But
yeah,
that's weeds in the waste, and if you enjoyed it, you can head over to Kickstarter and back it.
And back it. Put all your money on it. The more money you put on it, the more Meghan can make more of these. That's the long and short of it.
And there's also going to be, of course, I don't have my prototypes of these, so I can't show right now, but I am also offering, because my brain has no brakes, a deluxe version, which will be, instead of the whiteboard, it's like a little mini game board, and it'll come with a bunch of wooden meeples.
Yes.
Little wooden cubes that are green, red, and black that you play with. And it comes in like a nice little cloth pouch with a set of 2d6 and the meeples and the board.
That's so cool.
And the zine, and they all come together in a little pouch. So there's the deluxe edition, and then we've got some cool stretch goals. Like our first stretch goal is dry erase markers that say weeds in the waste on them, like little dry erase markers. There's a stretch goal for adding a journal to every deluxe edition.
You mean a journal that's like this one that is also available in some places for a limited time?
Yeah.
This is also.
I have one left. There's one left in my coffee shop.
It could be yours.
And it could be yours. It's a beautiful journal. I love that journal. But yeah, this game has always been one of my favorites, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to print. Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan.
Which it can. Because you are all watching this, and you're all going to go and be notified that the Kickstarter launches, and you're going to throw a bunch of money and tell all your friends about this rad game available both in print and digital.
Yep. Yeah, so it's actually already available as a PDF on itch.io, because I wrote it last year sometime. So it is it is available digitally. So it'll be available in the base print is this guy, a little 6x6 zine with the dry erase board, and then there's also the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for playing this game with
Thanks for making games, Megan. I would tell you to don't stop, but you physically can't, so it would be fruitless. Keep not stopping. But also take breaks and vacations, and I hope one of those stretch goals is Megan gets a vacation.
Maybe, we'll see.
Maybe. But thank you everybody for watching. Please go check out the Kickstarter for Weeds in the Waste. Play this game, play all of Megan's games, buy all of Megan's games. Megan is amazing. And I said it, so I guess it's true.
I mean, you can't lie on the internet.
I can't. I'm not allowed to. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Goodbye.